Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Let me ask you something, do you ever get that uncomfortable, tight feeling in your belly? That sensation like you've swallowed a balloon, even when you haven't overeaten? You know, that persistent abdominal bloating that just won't seem to go away? So many people just accept this as a normal part of life, maybe popping an antacid and hoping for the best. But here's the truth, it's not normal, and you don't have to live with it. Persistent bloating is actually a signal, a message from your body that something internally is out of balance. Today, we're diving deep into what abdominal bloating really is, uncovering its most common root causes, and exploring effective, science-backed strategies you can start using today to find relief and reclaim your comfort. If you're tired of the bloat and ready for real solutions, stick around, because this information could genuinely change how you feel every single day. What is bloating and the gut connection? So, what exactly is abdominal bloating? Clinically, it's that feeling of increased pressure inside your abdomen. Your belly might feel full, tight, swollen, and sometimes, it can even be visibly distended or painful. But bloating isn't just about physical discomfort. It's often a reflection of what's happening deeper inside, specifically within your gut, an incredibly complex system often called our second brain. Why the second brain? Because your gut does so much more than just digest food. It plays a central role in your overall health. It's responsible for breaking down food, absorbing vital nutrients that fuel your entire body, and, crucially, it houses about 70 to 80% of your immune system cells. Living within your gut is a vast and intricate ecosystem known as the gut microbiota, trillions of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes. When this ecosystem is balanced and diverse, these microbes work for you, aiding digestion, producing vitamins, and protecting against harmful invaders. The problems start when this delicate balance is disrupted, a condition called dysbiosis. Think of it like a garden getting overgrown with weeds. When harmful bacteria start to outnumber the beneficial ones, you can experience a cascade of symptoms, and bloating is one of the most common flags. Gas production might increase, digestion can become sluggish, and that uncomfortable pressure builds up. Another critical piece of the puzzle is intestinal permeability, sometimes referred to as leaky gut. Imagine the lining of your intestines as a tightly controlled barrier, like a very fine mesh screen. Its job is to let beneficial nutrients pass through into your bloodstream while keeping out undigested food particles, toxins, and harmful microbes. However, factors like poor diet, chronic stress, certain medications, and infections can damage this lining, making it more permeable, essentially, creating tiny holes in the screen. When this happens, unwanted substances can leak into your bloodstream. This triggers your immune system, leading to a state of chronic, low-grade inflammation throughout your body. This inflammation doesn't just stay local, it can manifest in many ways, including worsening abdominal bloating and contributing to other issues like fatigue, skin problems, and even mood changes. And this isn't a rare issue. Studies suggest that frequent bloating affects a significant portion of the population, with some estimates putting it at 20% or even higher. It's common, yes, but definitely treatable with the right approach. Common causes of bloating. Okay, so we know bloating signals an imbalance, but what's actually causing it? Several factors can contribute, often working together. 1. Dietary choices. This is a big one. Certain foods are notorious triggers. FODMAPs, this acronym stands for fermentable oligosaccharides, disaccharides, monosaccharides, and polyols. These are types of short-chain carbohydrates that aren't well absorbed in the small intestine for some people. They travel to the large intestine where gut bacteria ferment them, producing gas, which leads to bloating, pain, and changes in bowel habits. Common high FODMAP foods include things like onions, garlic, wheat, rye, beans, lentils, apples, pears, honey, and dairy products containing lactose. While many FODMAP foods are healthy, temporarily reducing them under guidance can bring relief for sensitive individuals. Processed foods, sugar and alcohol, diets high in refined sugars, unhealthy fats found in ultra-processed foods, and excessive alcohol can disrupt the gut microbiota, feed inflammatory bacteria, and contribute directly to inflammation and bloating. Low fiber intake. While some types of fiber can cause gas initially, a diet consistently low in diverse fibers starves beneficial gut bacteria, leading to dysbiosis and poor motility, which can worsen bloating. Food sensitivities/intolerances. Beyond FODMAPs, common sensitivities to things like gluten, even without celiac disease, known as non-celiac gluten sensitivity, or lactose intolerance, can be major culprits. 2. Chronic medication use. While often necessary, some medications can impact gut health. Antibiotics, for example, can wipe out both good and bad bacteria, leading to dysbiosis. Long-term use of anti-inflammatory drugs, like NSAIDs, and even some acid-reducing medications can alter the gut environment and potentially increase permeability. 3. Increased intestinal permeability, leaky gut. As we discussed, when the gut barrier is compromised, inflammation follows, and this systemic inflammation is strongly linked to bloating and digestive distress. It becomes a vicious cycle. Gut damage leads to inflammation, which can further damage the gut. 4. Stress. Never underestimate the power of the mind-gut connection. When you're stressed, your body releases hormones like cortisol. This triggers the fight or flight response, activating the sympathetic nervous system, which diverts blood flow away from your digestive system and slows down gut motility. Digestion becomes less efficient, food sits longer, and fermentation and gas production can increase. This applies to both mental/emotional stress and physical stressors on the body, like being significantly overweight or overexercising. 5. Poor eating habits and digestion. Digestion starts before food even hits your stomach. Inadequate chewing. Your saliva contains enzymes that begin breaking down carbohydrates. If you eat too quickly and don't chew your food thoroughly, you're putting extra strain on the rest of your digestive system. Larger food particles are harder to break down fully, providing more fuel for gas-producing bacteria in the colon. Eating on the go/distracted eating, eating while stressed, rushed, or distracted often leads to swallowing more air, aerophagia, which directly contributes to bloating and gas. Effective strategies for relief. Alright, now for the good stuff. What can you actually do about bloating? The key is often a multi-pronged approach focused on reducing inflammation, supporting gut health, and adopting better habits. 1. Adopt an anti-inflammatory diet. Focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Load up on colorful vegetables, especially leafy greens, low-sugar fruits, like berries, healthy fats, avocado, olive oil, nuts, seeds, fatty fish like salmon, quality proteins, and anti-inflammatory spices like turmeric and ginger. Reduce or eliminate processed foods, sugary drinks and snacks, excessive alcohol, fried foods, refined grains, like white bread, and potentially common triggers like gluten and dairy for a trial period to see if you notice improvement. 2. Support your microbiome. Feed those good gut bugs. Increase fiber diversity. Gradually incorporate a variety of fiber-rich foods like oats, chia seeds, flax seeds, legumes, if tolerated, perhaps starting with smaller amounts, vegetables, and fruits. Fiber acts as a prebiotic, providing food for beneficial bacteria. Consider fermented foods, foods like plain yogurt, if dairy is tolerated, kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, and kombucha contain live bacteria that may help support a healthy microbiome. Start slowly if you're not used to them. Probiotics, these are live beneficial bacteria supplements. While they can be helpful for some, they aren't a magic bullet, and can sometimes worsen bloating, especially if you have underlying issues like SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. It's best to use them strategically, possibly after dietary changes, and ideally with guidance from a healthcare professional who understands your specific situation. 3. Optimize digestion and eating habits. Chew thoroughly, seriously, put your fork down between bites. Aim for 20 to 30 chews per mouthful until the food is almost liquid. This makes a huge difference. Eat mindfully, create a calm environment for meals. Sit down, avoid screens, and focus on your food. This helps activate the rest and digest parasympathetic nervous system. Stay hydrated, drink plenty of water throughout the day, aiming for around 2 to 3 liters, or half your body weight in ounces, is a common guideline, but adjust based on your activity level and climate. Water helps keep things moving through your digestive tract and prevents constipation, which can contribute to bloating. Consider digestive enzymes or bitters. Sometimes, supplementing with digestive enzymes or using herbal bitters before meals can aid breakdown, but consult a professional first. 4. Manage stress. Since stress directly impacts digestion, finding healthy coping mechanisms is crucial. Explore techniques like deep breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies you enjoy. 5. Get moving. Regular, moderate physical activity stimulates gut motility and can help move gas through your system, relieving bloating. Even a simple walk after meals can be beneficial. 6. Consult a professional. If bloating is persistent, severe, or accompanied by other concerning symptoms, like unintentional weight loss, blood in the stool, or significant changes in bowel habits, it's essential to see a doctor or a registered dietitian/nutritionist. They can help rule out underlying medical conditions, like celiac disease, SIBO, IBD, or others, and create a personalized plan. So there you have it, a deeper look into abdominal bloating. Remember, it's a common signal, but not one you should ignore. By understanding the potential causes from diet and stress to gut health imbalances and by implementing these targeted strategies, focusing on anti-inflammatory eating, Supporting your microbiome, improving digestion habits, managing stress, and staying active, you can find significant relief and improve your overall well-being. I truly hope this information helps you on your journey to feeling better. If you found this video valuable, please give it a thumbs up, it really helps the channel reach more people. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future health tips and deep dives. Sharing this video with anyone you know who struggles with bloating could make a real difference for them too. Your support allows us to keep creating content that empowers people to take control of their health. Thanks so much for watching, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.